Hello and welcome to episode number 69 of Tuesday at 2. I'm here in Horseshoe Valley, Ontario, about an hour and a half north of Toronto, in a ski and a golf resort. It's 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. British time, or 7 p.m. British time, sorry, the clocks have changed around again, and then 8 p.m. Eastern European time, and 11 a.m. Oh my gosh, getting all this all wrong. Pacific Standard Time. So welcome to Tuesday at 2. Every Tuesday, I come on with a different career management topic, and I share my vast knowledge, 26, 27 years worth of executive career management with you. If you have any topic you want me to put in a future Tuesdays at 2, please send me a comment and I will put it in my diary, because I'm anxious to help you. I am here to help you. Who am I? My name is Martin Buckland and I'm an executive career management practitioner. So in essence, I manage and advance the careers of senior executives and those who aspire to be business leaders. I'm also very passionate and a global leader in advancing or managing and advancing the careers of executive Master of Business Administration, EMBAs, and mining professionals. Why? It's because where I am right now in Canada, mining is huge. It's the backbone of our economy. So it's huge. 81% of world head offices, mining head offices, are based either in Toronto or Vancouver. So welcome to Tuesdays at 2. Today's topic is, how do I ask for a salary increase? How do I ask for a salary increase? A lot of people get petrified. They get all sorts of sweat and nervous and shuffle their butt, and they can't concentrate. They want a salary increase, but they can't quite grab the essence of and the diction of delivering a very, very powerful message to decision makers. So they get all messed up and they probably put it in the back burner, and it should really be in the front burner, because every one of you viewers, whether you're live today or whether you are a repeat viewer, has a value. But while I'm just commenting on this, please please come in on comments. If you got any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. Doesn't have to be on today's topic about salary increases. So it's a very touchy subject. It shakes people. It's almost as bad as an interview. So you need to research. You need to do a lot of introspection. What is your value? Why should they give you an increase? So try, and I know it's very difficult, and it's okay for me to say it, but it's not okay for you to do it. Make it enjoyable, but also make it non-confrontational, because it can rattle a few people. So keep it very level-headed and choose your time. So it's okay to ask for a salary increase. Many people never ask for a salary increase, and if they're at their company for 5 or 6 or 7 or even 10 years, I know that they are being undersold in their salary. I've had some unbelievable stories where clients have wanted to get out of companies, and so they've, after 10 years, and they've looked at the competition, the equivalent job at the competition, and those people are earning 50 to 60,000 more. That's because they asked, or they haven't stayed in their job as long as you. 10 years is far, far too long to stay in a company. They take advantage of you. So it's okay to ask, but there is a process, and you have to mentally and emotionally prepare yourself to ask. Yes, because it's difficult. So you have to feel comfortable in yourself. The more research you do, the more practice you do, the better it's going to be for you. So please come forward with some questions. I've seen we got some viewers, so more than happy to answer any questions. So it's okay to ask, but feel comfortable, feel confident. So pick an appropriate time when it will be okay to to ask. And it's okay to maybe ask for a little bit of change in your work conditions. Nothing too radical, but maybe take on a couple of extra responsibilities or dump some responsibilities, take on some extra responsibilities. There's many options available. But today, because the economy is really good and we are in a talent supply shortage across the world, and I'm seeing that from ferocious hiring of my clients from not just here in Canada, but across the world in all functions. So you need to think about pick an appropriate time, and it's okay to ask for some maybe some changing work conditions. So bear in mind the attitude of a decision maker. Know your boss's workload. Don't pick a day when you bundle into his office or her office, or when they're stressed out. Something's happened and they need to work at it and resolve it. Pick a time, an appropriate time when your boss's workload or their vision or their emotion is ready to accept your proposal, because that's what it is. It's a business proposal. Once you go into a salary increase, it's a business proposal. So my friend Brian, he's come on. Hi, Martin. Any tips on negotiating salary upon being offered a new position, specifically when considering leaving your current employer for a position being offered at another employer? So this is a great question. Let me just repeat that. It comes from Brian. Hi, Martin. Any tips for negotiating salary upon being offered a new position, specifically when considering leaving your current employer for a position being offered at another employer? Now, Brian, I'm not too sure whether it's a promotion. If it's a promotion, then of course you're going to get a salary increase. Well, one would hope. Anyway, if you don't, then you really need to think about, well, do you actually want to go and work for this employer? So salary negotiations here in Canada and the bulk of the rest of the world, except for the US, should not come up in the initial conversations, the initial couple of interviews. They come up at a later period. They come up when you're close to the getting, hopefully, a job offer. So what I would suggest, Brian, now you're in a public area where quite easy you can go on the internet and you can find out the equivalent salaries of your peers at other services or within the Ministry of the Attorney General, Solicitor General, or whatever. So you're in a lucky area where you probably don't have to go and pick up the phone and say, well, what was your salary at ABC Police Service or XYZ Police Service or whatever? There's a grading. So that's quite well publicized. However, if you're in the public sector, that's a bit different. So you are in a very envious position in a lot of your salaries of your competition or another services or whatever, ministry or whatever, wherever you go, are publicized and they're documented somewhere. So I would suggest you do your research. Being a police officer, you know how to do research. Just go and look it up and then go in high and then come low. You can't go in low and go high. So that's very, very important. That's just a simple trick, but don't expect to go in low and then go high because it doesn't work. So hopefully that's answered your question. So research, coming back to Brian's question, really, research comparable salaries in other companies and your competitors. And so I would just be very bold. I would just look them up on the internet. Who is the person that's of finance in your industry at your main competitor, your second competitor, and maybe third competitor, and look them up on LinkedIn. See if you can build some dialogue with them and ask them. Don't go straight out. Well, what's your salary? Blah blah blah. You need to build a relationship first, and then tell them, that you believe your salary is not your value, what you're valued at, and that you're about to embark on some salary negotiations internally, so they won't feel frustrated as well. They won't feel they won't feel as if you're after their job. So research comparable salaries at your competitors. Also, know your company's budget. Now, even in good times where we are now, we're coming out of that so-called COVID recession. There are lots of companies still struggling. Every penny counts to them. So perhaps it's not an opportune moment to ask for a massive increase, maybe just a slight increase, a couple of percentiles or whatever. But know your company's budget. So what is their financial health? Have they just published a massive profit and their analysts are very, very happy, their stock is going up? There's various measurables that you can look at before you pounce in and ask for a salary. So anybody got any other questions? Please feel free. More than happy to answer any question on career management generally. Resumes, CVs, promotions, career transition, personal branding, interviews, the list goes on and on and on. So what's your company's budget? Know the budget. Then develop a very compelling, this is a proposition you're preparing. Develop a very compelling, facts-based sales pitch. Now, if you've gone to the competition and you've got 2 or 3 of your competitors, the equivalent rank at the other competitors, you've got some facts there. So you can say to your boss or your boss's boss, I would like to draw your attention to the fact that at ABC company or XYZ company, my equivalent is earning this and I'm only earning that. So be prepared. Get a facts-based sales proposition. Develop it and make it very compelling and enticing. But don't just walk in and think, oh, it's going to be a breeze. You need to rehearse, just like you do for a job interview. So be tactful, be diplomatic, and be very eloquent. Keep it friendly. Keep all that confrontation out, because it is a very touchy subject. Just like the interview, nobody likes doing it, but this is a sort of an interview. Well, why should I, if I was in a hiring position, if I was in your boss, why should I give you a salary increase? So we got another question here. What's the best way to approach an employer to let them know you are in need of a new role? Okay, so that depends on the corporate culture. But in today's, Stephen, in today's economy, when hiring is unbelievable. Hiring is very, very unbelievable. You are in the driver's seat. The employee is in the driver's seat. So here again, you're preparing a business case, not just for salary, but for your position, your roles, your responsibilities. So there again, you need to develop a business case on why they should transition you from this silo or this department, this division, to that division or to that division. So prepare all the things that you think they're going to ask you, and be prepared to answer them just like that, and without ums and ahs or thinking or whatever. You need to have your proposal fully rehearsed. So what's the best way to approach an employer? I would just go straight to your boss and tell them, that your value is this, and you believe you're a bit stale, or give them a reason why you want to shift from here to there and tell them, you're excited to move, and you believe you can bring them value and help them with this or that or whatever. So this is also could be used as a leverage. Use a new skill or a new degree, something in the education, like an Executive Master of Business Administration, EMBA, as a tool to get that additional salary. Now, I got some clients who've recently graduated with EMBAs, so Executive Master of Business Administration. Because they've got that degree, they've pushed their salary up close to 25%. Some of them about 18, some of them about 14, but double digit, not just single digit salary increases. Why? Because you come out of an EMBA far more prepared. You have a lot more skills to offer. You can fit into this slot, you can fit into that slot, you can fit into that slot. So they're a business case, and an EMBA isn't a cheap degree. So you deserve to get the ROI back on that degree. And as skill set, if you just go for a short 6-week course at MIT or McGill or Oxford, Cambridge, London Business School, the list goes on and on and on. You can use that skill, that new learned skill, that certificate, that degree, that diploma, as a leverage to in your negotiations, your salary negotiations. Hope that's answered your question, Stephen. But don't be unreasonable. Don't go sky high. So you say you're on 100,000 and then you're going to be asking for 180, 90 to 200,000. That is unreasonable. So don't be over the top, but be within your range, but do your homework. Too high will express that you are very aggressive and perhaps you don't really want to last your tenure at that company or whatever. So be prepared when you've delivered that statement. Be prepared for questions. Accept questions, because just like an interview, a regular job interview, asking for a salary increase is a two-way street. It's getting to know each other, and it's getting to know the reasons why they should give you some extra benefits, extra salary. There's all sorts of things. If you don't get the full salary, you might be able to add a few things like a cell phone or additional mileage or benefits or all sorts of different things. So really be prepared to untangle the complications and really get down to the nitty-gritty of asking for what you deserve. Everybody in today's economic climate, because there is a lot of money being flown around and most companies are performing very well, you can take advantage of that. But as I say, don't be unreasonable. So hopefully that's helped you get an understanding of salary negotiations. It's not easy. We're going to get nervous. We got that emotion. We've got that wall in front of us. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. Yes, it is tough, but you need to break that barrier by doing your research, rehearsing. Know what your company's budget is, know your competition, and then put forward a facts-based sales pitch. That's basically what it is. You are selling yourself. The whole gamut of executive career management is selling you, yourself. You are a product and you are marketing that product, whether you're asking for an internal salary increase or whether you're deciding to go on a fully fledged job search. So there's lots of videos on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and press that bell button where you will be notified of many other videos that come. I know there's many scheduled, I think for the next 12 weeks or so. There's one scheduled each week with different topics, talking about stuff that's value to you in your career management. So go to my YouTube channel, press the subscribe button and press the bell button where you will be notified of all the future videos to come. And if anybody wants a free, no obligation, no sales pitch resume critique, CV critique, or a LinkedIn audit, I'm more than happy to give you about 30 minutes of my time to go through it from top to bottom. But I do say it as it is because you only get one kick of the can. So free resume or CV critique plus a LinkedIn audit. Look me up on LinkedIn, Martin, last name Buckland. Connect with me. Give me a compelling reason why I should connect with you. Tell me that you were listening to my Tuesdays at 2. Tell me what you thought of Tuesdays at 2. Got a very thick skin. And then hopefully we can have some dialogue and I can help you. I'm willing to share my vast knowledge up here with you every week, every Tuesday. So next Tuesday, episode number 70, will be I Am Shy and Introverted, Some Job Search Tips. I am shy and introverted, some job search tips. So that about wraps it up. Anybody got any other questions? Please feel free to put them in the comments. More than happy to answer them while I'm here. As I expressed just a couple of moments ago, hiring is very robust. Hiring is very, very hot right now. Doesn't matter what function, what level, what sector, what industry. Even the down industries, oil and gas, are picking up big time. So, but the hot one here in Canada right now is mining. So anybody who's got anything to do with mining, it's really, really, really hot. But I work across the world, got clients in over 20 plus countries right now, and I'm seeing in the Western world hiring really picking up. But you have to have that good business case. So thanks for listening this week. Anybody got any other questions? No, I don't think so. So I'm going to wrap it up. I will be here next week, Tuesdays at 2 Eastern Standard Time, where I will answer any questions that you have. But the topic is, oh my gosh, I have to remember this. I am shy and introverted, some job search tips. So if you are shy and you're introverted, join me next week. But even if you're extroverted, you will always pick up something from me. Thanks for listening. My name is Martin Buckland, and I'm an executive career management practitioner, and I'm here to help you advance or manage and advance your career. Have a great week, and hopefully we will see you next week, Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.